Fighting with a smile, Levi Richters. A man that doesn't grin that much is Antonio Plazibat. He's all business as he gets set to face Nordine Mahieddine in a rematch. Mahieddine coming off back-to-back victories. He suffered a loss to Antonio Plazibat in 2019 back in June, but he says he'll be a different fighter tonight.
Yeah, and the way he moves, I mean, you see a heavyweight that kind of has that lightweight footwork. He wants to dance around, move, but he's got fantastic combinations. Watch out for his left hooks. He'll rip the head, rip the body, and then for a big man to whip his head kicks, it's just beautiful to see. So great kickboxer.
And in the heavyweight division, sometimes it's not how much punishment you can dish out, it's how much you can take, and this man absorbs a lot.
Yep.
I need to want to kill the other guy.
Switch knee, downstairs.
Low kick for Plazibat. Good strike variety.
Tournaments are always interesting. The tournament style is like toughest thing you can do in any fighting sport. The problem is not physical, it's mental, because after the first fight, you need to still have that flame in you, you know? You need to have like that anger, that fire. And after the fight, you let it all out. And in the tournament, you need like to kill the guy and still have that mentality like the job is not done, it's not easy.
Look at the output of these two men. Yeah, crazy for heavyweights.
From all the guys in the tournament, I think he's like strongest guy. You try to destroy the opponent as quickly as you can. Like, just like wipe him and go to the other guy. That's the best way to do it. But the other guy also plans to do that, so then it's all out war, and that's what's interesting. That's what people like to watch.
This is the Glory Heavyweight Tournament semi-final, and the winner of this contest will face Levi Richters in the final of this heavyweight tournament. And now, introducing the first fighter from the black corner. He holds a professional record of 25 fights, 9 losses, and 12 by knockout. His height is 6 feet 2 and 1 meter and 88 centimeters long. His weight, 232.4 pounds and 105.4 kilograms. Representing France, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Nordine Mahieddine. And his opponent, fighting on the white corner, he holds a professional record of 18 fights, 3 losses, and 12 by knockout. His height is 6.4 feet and 194 centimeters long. His weight is 243 pounds and 110.2 kilograms. Representing Croatia, please welcome Antonio Plazibat. This semi-final, ladies and gentlemen, 3 rounds of 3 minutes. And the referee in charge of this contest is Mr. Edward Stryker.
Gentlemen, listen, we fight 3 rounds of 3 minutes, yeah? Protect yourself all times. When I say stop a break, you're gonna stop and do 1 step backwards. Any questions? No questions? Touch gloves if you want. Back to your corner.
What do you expect to see between these two heavyweights?
Well, early pressure and a lot of volume. And I mean, both gentlemen are great at level changing. So I like both of them have good left hooks where you're going to see them go to the head and the body and then mix their low kicks. It's both of their favorite combinations.
3 3-minute rounds. The winner advancing to the tournament final. Straight right hand and a body kick from Plazibat to open it up.
Yeah, Plazibat's going to want to pressure more, try to get Mahieddine against the ropes. Where Mahieddine more content at attacking and moving.
What a stunner! An absolute stunner! Mahieddine has floored Plazibat!
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Here we go! High drama now. Plazibat, the tournament favorite, flat on his backside, less than 30 seconds into the fight.
Yeah, that was just some sneaky power there from Mahieddine. You gotta hope Plazibat's not overlooking this fight.
Well, he's not now, that's for sure. He throws a left hook.
Watch how Mahieddine changes levels with his hands, mixes his kicks. He's being very patient now, trying to find that finish, but there's that left hooks that he loves, head and body.
A couple big shots there for Mahieddine as Plazibat tries to close the distance and apply pressure.
Plazibat doesn't know anyway. Keep his hands up, keep moving forward.
Boy, Mahieddine looks like a world beater tonight.
Yep, it's that lead hand that he throws. Very intelligent, good with level changes, angles. Just those combinations. I remember his last fight, he was even asking Todd and I if he should go to light heavyweight.
He's still not out of the woods yet. We know the power that Plazibat possesses.
And Plazibat there is looking for a counter left hook now. Keep Mahieddin's defense honest.
Keep in mind, even if Plazibat comes back and wins this fight, he will be damaged goods heading into the final.
Yeah, speaking to Mahieddine before this fight, he wanted this fight in the finals. He felt they should have been on opposite sides of the bracket. So he was hoping this was a final fight, but ooh, look at that body rip with that lead hand.
And you see Plazibat backing up. That's not like him. He is hurt again, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I keep talking about it, but watch those left hooks from Mahieddine. The way he mixes level with them is his key. And he's confusing Plazibat. There it is again.
Look at this battle between these two heavyweights. This is what we paid to see.
Yep, that's why I called it my fight of the night.
And literally, you did pay to see it. We thank you for joining us around the world on this pay-per-view, our second semifinal in the heavyweight division. Oh, he caught him again with a left hook. Incredible action here in round 1.
Let's see if Mahieddine might have to conserve some of that energy. He's throwing everything behind those punches.
And that will do it. An incredible round 1 by Nordine Mahieddine. And Plazibat has got to change something.
Yeah, Plazibat here, Big Mike in the corner's got to kind of make sure he's okay with the famous sponge splash, but Plazibat needs to stay focused, land some of those signature strikes, left hooks, rip the body, but ultimately, can he defend those hooks of Mahieddine? He's got to win 2 rounds now.
As for Nordine Mahieddine, born in Marseille, his parents were from Algeria. And since he switched training camps, Joe, after he lost to his opponent tonight, Plazibat, he changed camps. He's gone 2-0, and tonight looks better than we've ever seen it.
Yeah, he's even gone to Holland to train for this, but it's all about his combinations. He will never throw a single strike. He always throws in combinations, cross hook, low kick, and that's what got him that knockdown. Just everything is comboed, everything is level changed, and he mixes his weapons, punches and kicks.
What's incredible about that combination, the one that sent him down, was who knows if Plazibat might have been able to stay on his feet, but he ended it with a low kick and sent the big man down.
Yep.
The exit low kick, as Joe calls it.
Yeah, my favorite.
Joe will teach you how to do it on his YouTube channel.
Yep.
But right now, we've got a humdinger. 10-8 across the board for the Frenchman.
Yeah, Plazibat's got some work to do. I mean, he's got to win these next 2 rounds.
And you know, sitting backstage right now, Levi Richters loves this.
Yeah, he's got to be happy about that. But I think we all expected this fight. I mean, these guys, if you watched their Glory 66 fight, you knew it was going to be a crazy fight like this. You can't lose with this fight.
They continue to exchange hooks, Joe. Mahieddine got the better of it in round 1. But if you're just a fraction of a millisecond behind, it's you that gets clipped.
Yeah, Plazibat is throwing his left hook himself, so few of them have been close. You know, 1 inch movement of Mahieddine's glove and it lands.
Continuing to chop away at the legs is Mahieddine.
And he just likes that little bit of distance. He taps and just gets outside of range, counters right back. Good distance control from the Frenchman.
We were both speaking this week, Joe, about how confident Plazibat has sounded this week. He's just training with Badr Hari. It's just pumped his ego up, and maybe he got a little too inflated.
Well, sometimes what happens is when you're training partners, someone like Badr Hari, like sometimes you become the nail and not the hammer. So you spend a lot of time in your training defending punches, being on the defense, and not being, you know, delivering that output. So maybe that was a factor in training.
Well, he's certainly not out of the fight by any means.
Oh.
But he can't keep catching those.
Yeah, Mahieddine's left hook, especially as a counter, is doing great.
Right, step back, fight!
Boy, they're hitting hard for sure.
Yeah, confident combinations from both.
Well, Plazibat needs to win this round if he wants to at least try and win on points. Otherwise, he needs a KO.
Well, if anything, too, an extra round if they have to do it, which is the last thing you want in a tournament format is an extra round.
14 for 14 on leg kicks is Mahieddine.
Yeah, here comes Plazibat with some low kicks. He's starting to put things together now. He can't just rely on his power punches now. He's going to have to mix things up, try to adapt a little bit more.
You look at Mahieddine's body and you think, hey man, this guy doesn't look like he's in the greatest shape in the world. But he has to put on that muscle he feels to carry that power with him in this division.
Yeah, maybe being lighter allows him to move a little bit better, flow with his combinations. Because right now he's the faster fighter, and that's very evident.
Another fantastic round between these two heavyweights. Make sure you follow Glory on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and use the hashtag Glory76 tonight. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Again, a lot of fun action from the left hooks. Here's some Plazibat work, trying to use his jab, grip the body, get those uppercuts. But good job at Mahieddine defending. He's been able to just get outside of range, just slip. Some of those just grazing the head. But Plazibat did find some bigger shots in the second round. I did like him mixing his low kick a little bit as well.
Thank you.
One more round, Antonio.
Fight!
The third and possibly final round, depending on what the judges saw there in the second. The first round, 10-8 for Mahieddine. Nice high kick trying to mix things up.
Yeah, it just throws them so high from such a close range. You don't expect it. That's what makes them scary.
Mahieddine been throwing a lot of punches and kicks. As you can see, how much gas does he have left in the tank? Plazibat stronger in the second round. But did he do enough to win it? Oh, that hook clipped the front of the face of Plazibat.
Mahieddine is a tournament specialist. I mean, outside of Glory, he has won 4 tournaments. So, I mean, that's a lot of experience. So he's fought multiple times, 2 fights in one night. But none at this level.
The scores are in. One judge scored the second round even. You don't get that a lot.
Not very often at all. It was a close round, but Plazibat's got work to do.
Yeah, Plazibat needs a knockdown in this round. Got a minute 46 to do it.
And what I like about Mahieddine now is he's not throwing things with too much power, but he's staying busy, and that's the key. Good offense is a good defense, so he attacks with a combination, just moves outside of range, and then comes back with a few combinations. Again, rarely throwing in singles.
You know, Levi Richters is backstage right now laughing at the TV. These punches might as well be from him right now.
Yeah, and I mean, Mahieddine is a more experienced fighter than from Richters as well. So that's going to be an interesting matchup in our finals. But still a minute left for Plazibat to do something.
Mahieddine putting his hands down. Not sure that's a wise decision with a minute to go.
He did evade those shots. Moved his head well. Especially since Plazibat really isn't mixing in head kicks. He's a little bit more comfortable with his hands down.
Big winging hooks there from Plazibat. So the tournament favorite, Antonio Plazibat, sent to the canvas in round 1, and it's been an uphill battle since. He needs something dramatic here in the final 30.
Yeah, he tried a head kick. He needs something different. The left hook and the low kicks aren't going to do enough.
Oh, there's a right hand that connects. Can he do it with 10 seconds to go? Needs a knockdown. Mahieddine says, bring it. Oh, he caught him in the right. What a scrap. What a battle. Nordine Mahieddine and Antonio Plazibat with one of the best fights we've seen in 2020.
Give me my credit, Todd. I knew it from the start. But let me tell you, these guys could fight 10 times and they'll put on great performances in fights like that.
Wow. How much will he have left? That's the question. Nordine Mahieddine with the best performance of his career.
Absolutely. I mean, he went to Holland, trained a little bit, but I don't even think he has a coach right now. I think he's selecting to find one. So, I mean, that was one of his reasons to getting his trip to Holland, was to find someone. I mean, regardless, he looked amazing. That left hand, which I like so much, was scored so great. He threw his kicks, combinations. Phenomenal performance.
So before we get our official decision, let's talk about Cedric Doumbé squaring off against Kareem Gaji in our co-main event tonight. He's laughing all the way to the bank. At least he thinks it's going to be easy cash money tonight.
Well, I don't think so. Don't count out Kareem Gaji, man. He'll sit in the pocket. He's well experienced and can box well, kick well, switch stances. So hopefully Doumbé's not overlooking him.
As we await our scores, both guys hanging around just in case it's a draw. And we're being told, excuse me, that this fight is a draw and they will go an extra round.
Yeah, which is interesting to me.
Incredible. We'll have to see those judges' scorecards later, but bottom line, they will fight a 4th round, which is a nightmare in a tournament.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you want in a tournament. In fact, yeah, Plazibat saying 1 round and done, and here he is going 4.
Well, what's the strategy here in the 4th round?
Well, I mean, at this point, it's all into 3 minutes, so you just got to go. Who's going to be the busiest fighter? Put the pressure on. Impress the judges any way you can. Got a combo back. They're getting a little break now anyways.
Well, so a lifeline given to Antonio Plazibat after getting knocked down in the first round. That would have meant he had to have won the next 2 rounds on at least 2 judges' scorecards. Either way, an extra 3 minutes. Mahieddine can't believe it.
Right corner, come on, take your place. Right corner, take your place, please. Okay, Antonio. Guys, extra round.
Mahieddine looks less than enthused, Joe.
Yeah, he does not impress. But I mean, he ended that 3rd round very strong. He needs to stay focused 1 more round.
So the winner of this fight could potentially fight 7 rounds tonight. Plazibat, as you can see, stronger in round 2 and 3. So it's not without merit that we do have an extra round.
Plazibat's pressure does look favorable. He's always on the advancement, going forward. Mahieddine needs to keep up with his combinations. He may have emptied that gas tank at the end of the 3rd round.
So the prior 3 rounds do not matter at all at this point. The winner of round 4 is the winner of the fight. It's a what have you done for me lately type of tournament. Good straight left hand by Nordine Mahieddine.
Back to those low kicks from Plazibat. You can see that speed and the pop is gone from Mahieddin's punches. Doesn't have that ability to move like he did in those first 3 rounds.
A much slower round compared to the prior 3, but that's to be expected.
Yep. Plazibat's counter-punching doing well there.
Downstairs goes Mahieddine, and then a nice left hook. Here comes one of his spurts, Joe. Oh, got him with an uppercut, clipped him with the right hand.
Yeah, he's found some energy here. He's got to finish this strong. I feel Plazibat's kind of picking away in that first few minutes of this round.
Boy, it's another close round, Joe.
Yeah. Oh, good head movement, but we need some counters there with only 30 seconds left. Phenomenal pressure from Plazibat, staying in there.
Give Plazibat his due. He's not stopped throwing punches and kicks.
Yeah, going forward, strong. Like I said, tough and durable.
Oh, the right hand on the ear seemed to hurt Plazibat. Now Mahieddine going forward again.
It almost like had a weird wobble in his legs, Plazibat, but here they go.
And that will do it again.
Yeah, here we go. I don't know now. I'm more confused now.
Well, Plazibat believes he's won it. Of course, Nordine Mahieddine thinks he's won it. I have no clue. It would seem, tell me if I'm wrong, that the Frenchman might have edged that 3rd round with that one big flurry and the heavier damaging punches.
You mean the 4th round here?
4th round, excuse me. Yeah.
Well, the 4th round, the beginning of the round, it was a lot of Plazibat edging forward, you know, so it was tough to really call from those last bits of fury, but it's these combinations from Mahieddine in the beginning of this fight that were phenomenal, scoring well, especially level changing, but Plazibat moving forward, staying consistent, using his punches, trying to wear Mahieddine down. So he did land some good punches, and the referees were scoring that really well. Mahieddine did show some good defense. His ability to counter back, landed some good shots, but neither gentleman liked taking a step back. It was fun. It all came down to this. I felt that Plazibat did well in the beginning of this fourth round. Mahieddine had some good moments, splitting the guard of Plazibat. So this is it. This is for the judges to decide now.
Final strikes by round statistics. Mahieddine won the first round with 41 landed blows, but as you can see after that, it was Plazibat with the edge. But again, Joe, you said it's who does more damage. In your opinion, who did?
Well, it's really hard to tell because of that pressure. I mean, it's tough, but the shots that Mahieddine did land, you saw the head snap a little bit, which makes it difficult. But Plazibat, that constant pressure, the hitting you, that scored really well. I mean, not backing up and your opponent always backing up really kind of steers the judges in a different way.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have, after 4 hard rounds in this Glory Heavyweight Tournament semifinal, we have finally a result and a split decision in 29-28 in favor of the black corner,
A very emotional Nordine Mahieddine, and he does get the split decision victory.
I mean, it was a tough fight. I mean, with that knockdown, I thought he had it in the first 3 rounds. But again, ultimately, it looks like he's a little bit banged up, looks a little bit defeated after getting a win, but the emotions got to be there. You know, he lost to Plazibat, got the win back, but he still has one more fight. So let's stay focused, my man.
What condition do you expect him to be in when we get there?
Well, we're going to find out in probably less than 30 minutes.